What's up, guys? It's Casey Zuckelman, aka the Fourth Sanderson Sister, coming at you with another Hocus Pocus 2 Top 5 video. In today's video, we are counting down the Top 5 Sarah Sanderson moments in Hocus Pocus 2. Why on a Saturday, and how come you guys are getting a double upload, you may ask? Well, that's because today is Sarah Jessica Parker's birthday. I did this for Kathy and Jimmy's birthday as well, with Mary's Top 5 from Hocus Pocus 2, and you can watch that by clicking on this thing right here. So have a slice of birthday cake, and let's count down the Top 5 Sarah Sanderson moments in Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh, let us bewitch them with song, and we will lure them into setting us free.
Good idea. Good idea. How about, I'm up here, you're down there.
I'm down there.
Yeah.
Really? I don't feel particularly warmed up yet. Had I known I was going to be down there, I might have...
Stop it! Next time, do not tell people we wish to bewitch. That we are about to bewitch them!
This is a perfect example of why Sarah is ultimately not in charge of the Sanderson sisters. It's so funny watching her come up with an arguably good idea and then, immediately messing it up because, oops, she just said the entire plan out loud. That part reminds me of the kid in class who has a plan to pull one over on the teacher, but, the teacher's just standing right behind them listening to the entire thing. And the funny continues when Sarah starts vocalizing and is like, yeah, I'm not sure if I can hit that one tonight. It's just so funny seeing Sarah trying to step up and impress Winifred with a great idea, only for her to metaphorically shoot herself in the foot. It's a very endearing moment that reminds us there is a glimmer of intelligence underneath that naive facade.
Nonsense. We'll simply dig up my old lover, Billy Butcherson.
Okay, sure. But, Billy was my lover.
Oh, Sarah, you were just playing. Let's see what else.
An early sign of Sarah getting tired of Winnie steamrolling her, or a confirmation that she really was in love with Billy. Both is good. I really like that Sarah corrected her here because that whole thing with Winnie and Billy is they shared one kiss. One kiss. This really indicates that his affair with Sarah was actually not an affair, but a real courtship. Sarah acts pretty offended right here, and she might have said more about it if Winnie hadn't steamrolled right over her again. It's great to see her actually taking a second to stop Winnie and correct her on the truth, even though, it does ultimately fall on deaf ears. It's a step in the right direction for Sarah telling her own truth instead of Winifred's for once. This is also a great glimpse into some foreshadowing for Sarah's character later on in the movie, and it sets it up nicely. This was wholesome as heck, and it had to be on the list. It just edged out Sarah feeding popcorn to the Broomies because of the real-life implications it held, not just the character-driven ones. It was nice to see Sarah Sanderson in her element again. Hocus Pocus 1 proved that Sarah was probably the best flyer of her sisters, and that showed here as she was all smiles. However, I don't necessarily think this is as much of a stretch for characterization as some may think, because Sarah Jessica has stated a number of times how much she loved flying since the first movie came out. The flying was her favorite part, Kathy's too, and she was thrilled to do it again. She and Kathy both said they didn't get enough airtime this time around. You can just see the sheer joy on SJP's face in this brief scene where she's flying solo, just as carefree as anyone could possibly be. That was just pure happiness, and it was so freaking precious to behold. It was a great solo moment for Sarah Sanderson in particular, as the other two really interacted with their surroundings during their searches, but Sarah has always gone off on her own and moved to the beat of her own drum. That is showcased here. That, and Sarah Jessica's elation at flying again.
Spread out. Not like that! Be serious!
If anyone ever asks you to describe Sarah Sanderson in one moment, just show them this clip. I swear, this is the rawest Sarah Sanderson energy in the entire film. Just Sarah doing Sarah things. She hears the command, but she does not comprehend. And I know I have talked about this before, but the whistling through the teeth just kills me every time. It's so deadly silent, and then you just hear her whistling through her teeth. As I was writing this, I was having a very hard time keeping a straight face because I could just see it in my head, and it was just so funny. Sarah's just slowly spreading eagle and slipping down the doorway while her sisters just glare at her. My God, it is a masterpiece of a moment. This is like the Amok chant from the first one on steroids, and I just love everything about it. Sarah Jessica ran off with this scene like a dang bandit in the night without tripping the silent alarm. It's the best form of comedic timing I have seen in a very long time, and I can't stop laughing every time I watch it. I think I realized recently just why this tickles me so much. It's because this is such an Abbott and Costello moment where the funny one's doing the thing they think is right, while the serious one's watching just like, why? Why? Just the rawest Sarah Sanderson energy just radiating out of this scene, and it's just so good, and it's just so amazing. And the only reason it's not number one is because this happened.
Stop that! Stop dancing around, you fool! Get them! I beg your pardon?
I am not a fool. I am a good and loyal sister, and I expect to be seen as such.
Ooh, she laid it down. She's a good and loyal sister. Shut up and get going!
Of course, Winnie, with pleasure.
Go,
Post-haste,
go,
as is your
I
one.
apologize for her.
You knew without a shadow of a doubt that this was going to be number one. Do not even lie to yourselves. This was huge for Sarah. It deserves the number one spot. This was completely unexpected and something fans like myself have toyed with over the years. What if Sarah actually stood up for herself? What if she talked back? Well, we freaking saw what happened. Sarah took a stand and zapped the big sister who'd been steamrolling her for years and years, having had enough. She'd had enough. She told her that she was smart, she wasn't incompetent, she was here to kick butt and take names, and then she did the absolute most Sarah thing we can think of, backing down and running off once Winnie yells. It was just so unexpected, and I'm still shocked 5 months later. 5 months later, I am still flabbergasted that they had the stones to allow Sarah Sanderson to speak to Winifred in that manner, and on top of that, zap her with her own power. What? I felt like I got hit by a truck when I saw her zap Winifred for the first time. Like, you guys, if you haven't seen my full watch along to Hocus Pocus 2, you can watch it by clicking on this thing right here. But you just see me go, oops, when she did that thing. I thought it was an accident. And then it dawned on me, and I was just like, like, it was amazing, and I was just so, like I said, I felt like Wile E. Coyote getting hit by a truck. I was just like, are we doing this now? We only have like 20 minutes left. Are we doing this now? She showed that she does have ambition, that she is a strong player in this game, and that she is not a fool. She is not a fool. This was also just some 10 out of 10 acting from Sarah Jessica. She went from being goofy and lightheaded to all business and ticked off back to goofy and lightheaded. And that look on her face when she told Winifred off was soul-piercing. I felt her staring into my soul when she did that. I was like, I am scared for Winifred right now. Mother of God, I don't know what's about to happen. And then, of course, she did back down and she did the Sarah thing. It's like, I'm a good and loyal sister. Yep, I'm going to stay with you, but I'm not happy at the moment. I'm just, whoa, I I cannot say enough good things about this moment, people. It showcased Sarah's potential to be more than just a sidekick, and it honestly makes me want to see more of that fire. I want to see more of that side of Sarah so bad. We had Marvel What If. Can we just get a brief what if of if she had just carried on instead of, backing down, if she just stuck to her guns? Like, give me that what if scenario. Not that I'm planning on doing that what if scenario on this channel. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. It's coming. This is number one. This is number one for a reason. So many reasons. It's just so good. It's just so good. Well, there we have it. Those are my picks for the top 5 Sarah Sanderson moments in Hocus Pocus 2. What do you guys think? Do you agree with my picks, or would you have chosen a different moment? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you are new to my channel, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me. What helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. I'd just like to send a special happy birthday to the legend herself, Sarah Jessica Parker. Happy birthday, Sarah Jessica. I hope it's as amazing as you are and you get to spend it with those you love. You are a rock star. Between acting, being a stellar wife and mom, running your new shoe store, and owning your own wine label and literature brand, which as a librarian, I really, really appreciate what you do for the literature world. You're a wonderful human being, and you deserve an amazing day. I hope you get to crack open a good book, have a little wine, and just relax. Happy birthday from me and all of my witches and wizards here on the Fourth Sanderson Sister channel. Now, speaking of birthdays, my birthday stream is fast approaching, and I am not exaggerating, guys. We got about 2, maybe 3, I think 3, but that third one is really pushing it. Weeks until the stream is here. So if you are planning to send fan mail, as I know a few of you have planned to, you need to get it in the mail ASAP. I cannot stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. If you want it here on time for the stream, you need to send it in the next week. Because we all know how the mail can be. It can be pretty uncertain. We don't know when everything's going to show up. If you plan on sending something, do it soon. And it doesn't have to be anything big, you guys. It does not have to be anything big. It can just be like a little drawing you've done of the Sanderson sisters that you'd like me to have. It can be a letter that you write. I would love those kinds of things. It doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be anything like gift-wise. I would just really like to hear from you all. I enjoy it whenever we get to talk. And speaking of that, if you'd like to participate in our Hocus Pocus Bean Boozled challenge that I'll be doing on that day, I've got it right here. I've got it right here. It's right here. I'm very scared because I have looked at the flavors on this thing and I don't like my options. I'm very nervous. It's not looking good. If you want to participate in our Hocus Pocus Bean Boozled challenge, where you guys are submitting the Hocus Pocus trivia questions for me to do live on camera, and if I get one wrong, I face the beans. You need to do that ASAP. To do that, join our Discord. Why I'm pushing the Discord is because it's so much easier for you guys to get them directly to the people, my wonderful moderators, my 3 wonderful moderators who are making the quiz. They are going to go through the questions and pick and select the most challenging ones for me to take. Because let's say you wanted to participate, but you wanted to comment it on a post or send it to me in an email. Well, here's the issue with that. I'm going to know the questions and see the answers, thus not being able to use them. Those would be freebies. So yes, please join our Discord. Besides just doing the Bean Boozled challenge, it's great over there. We have a lot of fun. It's a fun community and I'd love to see it grow. So please, please, please join the Discord and participate. And you can see the full rules over in the community tab, headlined by this GIF right here. Black Flame Gaming will return on Saturday, April 1st at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. No, this is not an April Fool's prank. I will be coming back. that night, and we will begin Mary Sanderson's Pokemon adventure in Pokemon Fire Red, which I plan on working a little randomizing Hocus Pocus on, and it's going to be a nightmare, I'm sure. But it will be a fun nightmare. And then on July 16th at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be live with a Hocus Pocus Trivia and Treats watch-along right here on the channel to celebrate Hocus Pocus's 30th anniversary. If you're a regular on this channel, please remember to drop a like and share your birthday wishes for Sarah Jessica Parker and your thoughts on the video down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zilgelman, aka the 4th Sanderson Sister, and I will see you, witches and wizards, later.